Is Novatech a Ponzi scheme? Okay, that's the topic of this video. Is Novatech a Ponzi scheme? We're going to talk about Novatech. We're going to talk about Novatech update. We're going to talk about what is a Ponzi scheme, and we're going to kind of crack into that. So let's talk about it. This is Vaughn with Unlimited Freedom, and first and foremost, I'm not a financial advisor. Okay, I'm not your financial advisor, and this is not financial advice. Okay, I'm just a guy who's sharing my story with you. I'm sharing my experiences with you. I have got my hands in a lot of different things in terms of finances through the stock market, cryptocurrencies, foreign currency exchange, and real estate, many other types of opportunities. I share all of my links in the description. So if you're interested in joining Novatech or any other of the companies that I talk about, the link's in the description. Okay, it's totally up to you. I'm not telling you what to do. So kind of let's get into what a Ponzi scheme is. Okay, I'm going to read you the definition here. And Ponzi scheme is a form of fraud that lures investors and pays profits to earlier investors with funds from more recent investors, named after the Italian businessman Charles Ponzi. Right, the scheme leads victims to believe that profits are coming from legitimate business activity, and they remain unaware that other investors are the source of the funds. So let me try to say that in English, right? So basically what it means is like, hey, I'm going to say that I'm doing some trading and I'm making money with my trades, and you go ahead and invest your money with me and I will grow your money, right? So you don't know what I'm actually doing, but I'm just taking your money, I'm taking everybody's money, and I'm creating this large pool of money, right? So that when you or Tom or Mary or whoever wants to take a withdrawal, well, I've already got this giant pool of money, so it's no problem. As long as the pool of money keeps growing, I can keep sending people their withdrawals, right? But as soon as the pool of money stops and the money stops coming in and the growth stops, what's going to happen is I'm not going to have enough money to pay everybody their withdrawals. And so at that point, I hightail and run, get out of Dodge with the rest of the money that I have, book out, and, go on the run and hope that I'm not caught by any type of government agencies, right? And hope that I'm not brought to task, right? That's what a Ponzi scheme is. I think probably the most famous Ponzi scheme in recent history was this Bernie Madoff guy with the Enron, the Enron scam. A lot of people lost a lot of money because, at the end of the day, with a Ponzi scheme, there comes a point where the withdrawals stop and when you're no longer able to get your money, right? Which is why it's such a red flag when companies, and I've said this before, but you should never tell people that you're going to have your withdrawal in 14 business days if you can't actually get the people their withdrawal in 14 business days. Now, another thing I'm hearing about Novatech right now is that there's a slow up on the bonus account withdrawals, which is very troubling, right? And that's definitely a red flag, right? Because when you want to withdraw from a bonus account, you're supposed to get that withdrawal within like 48 hours. I've never had a slow withdrawal on my bonus account with Novatech, but I did have a late coming withdrawal when I withdrew a large sum of money right after the California incident. I withdrew a large sum of money from Novatech because it is what it is, right? I didn't want to keep my personal money in the company. Now, the money that I have in there now is house money, right? So it's money that I've already made with Novatech, and it is continuing to grow. It's Friday, and I did just get paid. Okay, so the account is continuing to grow. I haven't run into any problems other than the tardy withdrawal. And I took them to task. I've already taken Novatech to task over this on a video and said, hey, don't tell people you're going to get them their money in 15 days if you can't do it. Tell them 90 days or less. Tell them 6 months or less. Just whatever you tell them, make sure that you can fulfill that promise, right? That's important. People are going to freak out if you tell them that, hey, you're going to get your money in 14 days and then you don't, right? Now, having said all that, guys, is Novatech a Ponzi scheme? Okay, I'm going to give you the honest to God answer. I don't know. I don't believe so, right? But I don't know. I can't tell you 100% that no, it's not a Ponzi scheme. What I can tell you is my experience where my money has grown week after week. I've withdrawn a large sum of money. I've made a lot of money with this company, right? Now, Novatech, it's a cryptocurrency company, right? So it's crypto in, crypto out. So I converted my money to crypto, boom, put my money into Novatech, boom, had the growth happen over time, withdrew the money from crypto, and went from crypto back to USD. And I have had a positive experience, and I've made a good amount of money with the company Novatech. So you need to know that, right? Because there's going to be a lot of people that say, oh, it's a scam, it's a scheme, you're never going to, you're going to lose your money. Well, let me get you hip to something. Anything that you do in the crypto world, you run the risk of losing your money. Look what just happened to FTX, right? So anytime you're dealing with crypto, you're in the wild, wild west of the world of finance, and you better be prepared to lose any money that you invest in crypto. I don't care what it is, right? If you're playing with money that you can't afford to lose, if you're investing money in a high risk investment that you can't afford to lose, that's on you, right? That is your bad. That is a L, okay? Don't do that. If you don't have money that you can afford to lose, don't even get involved with any of these platforms, right? Only invest with money that you can definitely afford to lose, because it does happen, right? So the idea that, hey, you can just take a look at Novatech and you can tell just by looking at it that it's a Ponzi scheme, I'm going to call bullcrap on that one, right? Because you can't. Right, you can't. That's like the same type of rationale. It's a very judgmental type of rationale, right? Is the girl who is at the supermarket with a mini skirt on, is she easy, right? Is she is she an easy catch? Is it easy to bag her? Is she this type of person or that type of person? Well, you don't really know, right? You might. You might judge her based on the way that she's dressed, but you don't really know what kind of individual this girl is, right? And it's just as an example, right? Of try not to be judgmental. Now, are most scantily clad women kind of sexual and maybe easier than others? Yeah, I'd say so. You could say that as a general statement. Yeah. So, I mean, does it look like a Ponzi scheme? Can you compare it to a Ponzi scheme just by looking at it? Yeah, sure you can. You can compare a lot of companies to like illegal schemes or scams or pyramids, right? A lot of multi-level marketing companies that are totally legit and totally legal, they get hit with the whole, oh, it's a pyramid scheme. Well, a pyramid scheme is actually illegal, right? So the companies that are in an MLM structure are not all pyramid schemes. Okay, right? And not everything that deals with investing money and getting a profit is a Ponzi scheme. Okay? So that's just a very, very naive way to look at it. And trust me, if you look at life through a judgmental frame like that, you're going to miss a lot of opportunities, right? Now, is there a risk? Sure there is. Like I said, I don't know if it's a Ponzi scheme or not. I haven't seen what they do behind the scenes. Right, I'm not at the Novatech headquarters. Right, I don't have a personal relationship with the traders that they have. I could tell you that what they say is that they have live traders trading in the forex market and in the cryptocurrency trading market, and that they're making money, and that a portion of that money turns into profits that translate down to your account week after week. Okay. Now, as far as the results, I am a person who's gotten the results, and I can testify to that. Yep, I've made money with Novatech. Okay, yes, I'm still rolling with Novatech. Are there a lot of red flags coming up right now? Heck yeah. Right? Is Novatech under attack? Heck yeah. Are they going to be able to survive? I don't know, but I think so. Right? And if they do survive, they're going to be stronger than ever. Right? They're going to be stronger than ever if they come through this on the other side. Time will tell. Right? But I don't have any money in Novatech that I'm like married to or that I'm like afraid to lose, right? If Novatech disappeared tomorrow, guys, I'd be pretty happy because I've made a lot of money in Novatech, right? And I'm definitely not losing any money. So, and if it survives, then I'm going to continue to compound the money that I have. And hey, that's a win, right? So, and it's like that with any of these opportunities that I share with you guys, right? So don't jump into something if you're, if you don't know what you're getting into, and if you're not ready to lose that investment, because it happens, guys. This is the world of cryptocurrency. It happens, right? It happens. And anybody who gives you like false promises and stuff like that, just be wary of that, right? But that doesn't mean that you should judge every opportunity and say, hey, I can't make money here, right? Because of this, or because it looks like this, or it looks like that, or it may be this, or it may be that, right? We're not dealing in, maybes. We're not dealing in hypotheticals here. We're dealing in what is and what isn't. And right now, you can't prove to me that Novatech is a Ponzi scheme, right? And I can't prove to you that it's not. So instead of arguing about whether it is or whether it's not, you have to decide, is this something that I want to be a part of or something that I don't? And if you don't, I got all kinds of respect for that, man. I take my hat off to you. You go your way, and that's fine. Like, I totally respect you. I respect your decision. That's not the decision that I made, but that, whatever. If you think that it's a Ponzi scheme and that's where you want to go, okay, then don't join it, right? Don't be a part of it, right? So, I mean, that's kind of what I want to hit on with that. Let me think if there's anything else that I wanted to hit on before I let you guys go. Yes. Today's Friday, so it's payday Friday at Novatech. I got my pay. I get paid on Fridays and paid on Saturdays based on returns from my personal trading account, and then also returns from sharing the opportunity, right? So as you know, I'm a link sharer. I got a ton of links in this video, and I'm going to be coming out with more soon. There's a lot of other opportunities that I haven't got a chance to talk to you guys about yet that I really want to get into and that I want to talk about. Now, let's take Novatech's side of the story. Novatech says that they have traders. They have real-life traders, and that they are trading behind the scenes. Now, the percentiles of growth I can't talk about, because as people get into this thing of making promises, where if I say that the growth is 3% a week, well, they would take that as that I'm giving financial advice or that I'm making a promise. I'm not, right? But let's take that number 3% per week, right? Let's say that that was the number. Now, is that reasonable? Is it reasonable for a Forex trader or a cryptocurrency trader to be able to create a profit for somebody of 3% per week? Is that reasonable? Oh, yeah. Very much so. And I can tell you that because I'm a trader, right? One of the links that I share is the link to the academy that I went to, I Am Academy, where I learned how to trade. I spent a lot of money on it, right? I invested a lot of money. I did a lot of trial and error, right? I lost a lot of money at first, okay? Learning how to trade is not quick, it's not easy, and it's not free, okay? So if you're interested to learn how to trade, join I Am Academy, because that's what I did. If not, then don't join. Right? But that's how I got my start. That's how I learned the lingo. That's how I learned to start trading. And that's how I became a trader. And I am a foreign exchange trader. I also trade cryptocurrencies. And I can tell you that my personal profits are higher than 3% a week, okay? By a long shot, right? So 3% a week, that can definitely be done. So are they promising something that is impossible or unlikely? No, they're not, because the percentages of week of the growth is not for one it's not 3%, right? And so it's not something that's like impossible to do. They could totally possibly have some traders who are making good money in the cryptocurrency trading and in the foreign exchange market, and if that's the case, then they're able to pay that weekly profit. And then all bets are off, man. You can't call it a Ponzi scheme if they're really doing what they're saying they're doing. Now, can it be done? I know it can. Is that what they're doing? I don't know. I haven't been behind the scenes, right? I'm not like, Novatech doesn't pay me to make these videos. They probably would prefer that I didn't make the videos, right? They don't. Right now, in their last call, they said that they don't want people sharing about it, right? Which, why not, right? If you're not doing anything wrong, why do you care if people are sharing? That doesn't make sense. So I'll continue to talk about Novatech. I'm going to continue to talk about the other cryptocurrency platforms that I'm involved in and the other different things that I'm doing because it's just my story, right? I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just telling you my story. So guys, do me a favor, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and drop me a comment, okay? It helps me out a great deal when you like and subscribe and comment because, that's how I get inspired to continue to make videos like this. If nobody's watching them, I'm not going to continue to make them. If there's no engagement, I can't continue to do it, right? Why would I? So make sure that you like the video, subscribe the video, drop me a comment. We'll see you guys on the next one. Take care.